So today's bottling day. I got my assistant here. You want to say hello to the camera, Elisa?
Hello, Pop. Hello.
I know. You say hello, Papa, but say hello to everybody. So here we have a bottle tree stand and the little sanitizing solution up top. And Elisa is helping me to squirts when you press down. Okay, you let it drip now. You can let it drip. Let it drip over the bowl. By pressing down, it squirts sanitizing solution. And then after that, you hang it on the tree on these little pegs and let it drip dry, and then they're ready to fill with the beer. And so we're gonna keep doing a couple here for everybody to witness. Alright, how easy it is for her 3.5-year-old to help the bottling day, which are already difficult things to do in the world of home brewing. You can just help them press it down. Okay, let it drip. Let it drip. Now put it at the bottom.
Is it done?
Oh, we gotta do all of them.
I think they're all done now.
The first one is done. Let's do the rest of the bottles. We gotta do all the bottles. And you let me know when you want to start.
Can you help me?
I'm going to help you, absolutely. Okay, you hold it and I press. See how it's pushing the sanitizing solution in? Okay.
Is it drip now?
Let it drip.
Let's keep on going on this
Let's
one.
keep on going. Very well
And then
said.
we're almost up here.
We gotta go all the way to the top, yes.
And then we're done.
Well, actually, there's another crate. No, we gotta sanitize it. We don't put it directly there. We gotta sanitize it. Let's clean it. Alright. Ready? Here we go. Okay. Let it drip. If you want, I can do the pressing down and you can put them on the little pegs. What do you think about that? Would it be easier for you?
How about I hand them to you?
That's a good idea. And then I hand them back to you. Hold on. You want me to put them in? Okay, you hand them to me. That works too. Bottling days done in family are much more fun than bottling days by yourself. So here we're gonna go. Okay. Thank you.
It's too late.
Take a little break. We'll see you in a little bit. We are almost finished filling the bottle tree with all the bottles sanitized. There's my helper. Come back. And we pretty much did everything. There's an empty milk crate and there's a few more bottles, but Elisa had a good point here. How many bottles are left on the floor?
1, 2.
And how many bottles in the crates? Here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, one more. 6. Now, if you put one bottle from here next to the other ones, how much is that? Take one bottle. How many bottles do you have there on the floor?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so bottom line, bottling is a great opportunity to do some math with kids. So don't miss on the opportunity. And we are going to finish sanitizing bottles. That's episode number 2 of bottling session. Do it. Second phase, I guess, is sanitation of the bottling bucket. I got a spigot on mine. I find it a little bit more, just a little easier. My help today increased time to actually sanitize all the bottles, and I strongly recommend if you have kids. She is off the hook now, watching Shaun the Sheep and eating an apple, waiting for dinner. But I'm here filling up the bottling bucket out of one of my keg. And I should probably pay attention because it's getting close to being full. Little Letty face, Magura Hill House. If you're in the LA area, I strongly recommend. There, give it props. Anyway, this is pretty much full, so I'm gonna empty that back into the kegerator and this better bottle, the store sanitizer, to reuse maybe like one more time, and then I'm gonna siphon the beer. So we're in the phase of racking the beer into the bottling buckets. Now I'm trying something new here. I got my CO2 tank for my kegerator, which is my trusty kegerator here, my $25 refurbished kegerator. Put a lot of work into it. But I'm going to fill the bottling bucket with CO2. And right now I have like sanitized tin foil in both opening. Bear with me, I'm new at all of this. But basically, I'm going to fill out this with CO2, and the point is, since CO2 is heavier than oxygen, it will take the place. Let me see if I can do this. Struggling a little bit. Okay. I guess I have to open. The direct. Okay, so open. I don't know if I have more CO2 in this thing. It says I do. Okay, maybe I need to like regroup myself and I'll be back. So I'm back. I had the regulator of my CO2 tank on 0. Now it's probably like, you know, like 8 psi. Whatever, I don't think that's really critical. So I'm just gonna butt that to the spigot, which is not a reason why it's good to have a spigot. I think this technique could be really beneficial. And there it is, you can hear it. Filling up. Can't really smell it yet, so I'm just going to give it just a sec. Okay, I'm going to close it. I'm just going to pretend this was beneficial and that the CO2 is in there, and that pretty much, now that I'm rocking the beer, limited exposure to oxygen. That's the idea behind this new technique that I'm trying here. So I'll do my best to do it. Let's do it. I'm very nervous. Okay. Looks like I got a good flow here, and things are going pretty good. I'm hoping the best at CO2 filling the bottling bucket prior to racking the beer has allowed me a little bit of time before I put the priming sugar. And the reason why I'm doing all this is because I really don't know how much is left in here. This turned out to be more like a 7-gallon-ish. It doesn't really say. But I know I had about 6 gallons. I sampled it a few times. I really don't know how much beer I have. Luckily, on the bottling buckets, there's, you know, lines, graduation that tells you how much liquid there's in there. So once I rack the beer from the barrel into the bucket, I know exactly how much beer I have to carbonate. Hence, I can calculate the precise amount of priming sugar I need for my preparation, make sure this is carbonated properly. But until then, I don't know. So I'm hoping for that, you know, the amount of time. Normally, I would have my priming sugar solution ready. Sorry, the cat is trying to escape. Okay. And so I would have that ready, already kind of cooled off at room temperature. And as soon as the beer would be in the bucket, I'll dump it in there, stir it up really well with a sanitized spoon, and start filling bottles. But since I don't know how much beer, it's almost impossible to know, figured I'll try this technique. And the CO2, I'm already like at 2.5 gallons. CO2 in by the spigots from the bottom up, pushing the oxygen out of the bottling bucket, allows me to believe there's a smaller chance to get oxidation on the beer. I don't know, these are all theories, you know, that I gathered, but this actually on the spot, I just came up with this right now, figuring out that I didn't know exactly how much beer was in the barrel, so I need to make sure, you know, I prepared the right amount of priming sugar. So this is how I'm doing it today. So I guess we'll take a little break and we'll see you in a little bit when it's time to fill bottles. Alright, bottling time. Bucket has been filled. A little bit of a disappointment. It's been a little bit under 5 gallons. I thought I had 6 gallons, but turns out it's more like 5.5, and I submitted like a few of the bottles for a local homebrew competition. So that I might have contributed, but still short of 1 gallon. I didn't really measure when I put it in the barrel. I had it in 2 fermenters and combined it into the barrel. So anyway, long story short, this is my new experiments today, so I don't break my back. So basically I just grab a bottle that's been sanitized on the top of the lid. Just going to open this. We have to turn this a little bit. And there it goes. I'll get a bong right here up top, we're just going to take off. Just going to go ahead and fill it 1 bottle at a time. The reason why I'm doing this is because my back hurts and I don't want to bend over, which I used to do all the time. And like this, pretty much at the proper height. And I have a little bowl on the floor to catch the drippings. I got my caps over here, which is probably going to move to this side. I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, a little rusty. Seems pretty good. Back this tray. Got a milk crate right here. I'm just start putting bottles back in there. So there it is. So that's my modeling process from the barrel. Like I said, a little surprise on quantities, but it's not the end of the world. It's fine to be enjoyed and to be shared. Hope you enjoy.